Hey everybody, Megabyte here with another Mustang Monday. This week we're at Spa, everybody's favorite track to race at. We got the GT4 Mustang out here. We got a whopping 3.4K strength of field this week. A lot of signups. I think we had like 50 people sign up for this one. So this series is getting more and more popular. Make sure you join the fun. Right now we're starting P6. Let's get up and see how it goes. All right, everybody, we're getting ready to go here for the Mustang Challenge. The pace car is about to duck off, but hey, while I got a quick second, if you're watching this video and you like it, why not tell me about it? Go ahead and hit that like button, and it really helps out the algorithm to show this video to more people. Really appreciate it. Enjoy the race, and we will see you at the other side. Well, we'll see you the whole time, hopefully. I think we're going to wait all the way till we go through La Source, because technically the start line is not until at the next straight here on this endurance layout.
Good luck, bro. Green flag, green flag.
Woo! Car got super loose right there.
Well, nice knowing you guys.
This field has gotten so quick since it switched over to the GT4 car. All right, we're still right in John's draft here. We're falling back from the top four, though.
Still there, hold your line. Still there. Still there. Clear.
I think John Hall there streams under the name Jay Holland. If you want to go check him out. Seen a couple of his YouTube videos as well. It's pretty good. like Kevin's thinking about making some moves up ahead here. Pretty good little final chicane. Need to catch back up to some draft though. Need them to keep battling, that's for sure. Getting a little quicker here. Still not quite in that draft. Oh, Andrew Lanning now falling back. He's been so dominant lately. Must have made a little mistake there.
One, just at the fastest lap, 27.815.
Leader absolutely running away with it though. Looks like we're catching Andrew just a little bit. Fairly deep into there, though. That was not good. All right, a little bit more rear brake bias on it. See if that does anything for us. Andrew was deep there. Much better for that corner that time. We're almost within a second of Andrew ahead. We're keeping pace, but we're just, once again, in that kind of no man's land bubble here. Safe place to be, but not getting the exit off there that I want. Need these guys in front to battle.
Yeah, if we're going to drive like that, I probably won't do these top split ends anymore. Go back look at the replay there.
We're within a second.
I'll look at it after the race course, but I looked at it all around.
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to leave as much space as possible.
Yeah, it was just a weird corner because we kind of were both on left and right of that one car.
Uh-oh, sounds like there's some shenanigans further back. Andrew got wide there. Andrew's struggling a little bit this week. Oh, we didn't need that off track.
Last lap. The lead consider 28.042.
Dang it, that would have been really good right there, but we blew it. Not a good exit from La Source either. Andrew got to slow down just now. I'm willing to bet on it. He avoided that somehow. That'd be incredible. He did get to slow down.
All right. Still there. Keep to the left. Clear on the right.
Took that little position away, didn't we, Blue? Had to pounce on it when he had that slowdown. He's got to run here, though.
Clear. Now on your left. Still there, hold your line. Still there, hold your line. The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 27.724. Still there.
We held him off.
There's the flag. It's over.
Good race, good win.
Good job.
Woof. An Aussie bloke. Ooh, that was intense there at the end, Andrew. Well, that was fun. All right, here we are back at the start of this one. We got off the line pretty well with Jay Holland, John Hall here in front of us. If you don't know Jay Hall, John Hall, then go check out his YouTube and his Twitch. He streams and makes pretty decent YouTube videos. And he's a solid driver as well. Here he seemed to struggle a little bit with this track car combo. This one clicked with me a little bit better than a lot of the boys, it seemed like. Able to find some pace here this week, which I'm thankful for because it's been a struggle the last few weeks. Right off the bat, we're able to kind of make a move here on John Hall. I believe we went one lap behind him, but we kind of saw Parrish disappearing up ahead of us, and we couldn't let that happen, although obviously Parrish ends up finishing second. Pushing after Yannick out front, ended up 8.4 seconds behind him, even though Yannick was flying out there. And Drake Smith ends up taking home P3. So we end up having an overtake opportunity here I didn't really expect. It looks like John Hall just got a bad run through Rouge, and I was able to get right up on him down this straight. I was like, hey, it's a 15-minute race. We got to go for the move. There's no time for pushing him and trying to catch up here. So we're around the outside, which then becomes the inside. we're close, but holding it. And then around the outside here, you can actually get a really decent run. That's a terrible camera angle of that. Let's see if we can get something different here. So around the outside of this right-hander, you can actually get a better run than the car on the inside a lot of times because you can use that whole exit curbing. And then he just backs out of it, which I think at that point, he just kind of acknowledged that he was struggling with this track. It wasn't going to be worth it to fight because that was going to take both of us out of the battle for anything up front. And then we rode around in no man's land here for a little bit. Car got a little squirrely right after I made that pass, but we were able to rein it back in and start putting down some pretty decent laps. Best lap was a 2:28.5, which is right on pace with most guys out front. Parrish was a 2:28.38, and then, I mean, the leader, 6.4K out front, he's a 2:27.72. Looks like he primarily drives GT4 cars. Being still a C license, probably drives these cars a lot. So let's skip ahead a few laps here to where we reeled in Andrew Lanning a little bit. And he was starting to make a couple of small mistakes here. He really fell off of Parrish and Drake Smith ahead, which honestly, we weren't too far back from those guys until we started battling a little bit here. So what happens is, I believe it's this lap, Andrew gets too much of that curb. That sends him out wide, and he gets a slowdown there through Eau Rouge. So I saw that ahead, and I was like, oh, he's for sure got a slowdown there. No question about it. I had kind of gotten a bad run out of the final chicane and into the source, so I was pretty far back, but there was no question I was going to go for it here with knowing that Andrew had a slowdown to serve. We're going to go for it. We get on his inside there, which then becomes the outside here once again, which, as I pointed out earlier, you can get a pretty good run off of that. And I was able to get the pass done. I think Andrew still had to kind of scrub off the last of his slowdown there as well. So then Andrew wasn't going to take this line down. He's a pretty fast boy, and most weeks he's got pace on me all day. So we can watch. I start to make some small mistakes myself here towards the end of this lap, and let's just ride on board with Andrew Lanning here as he decides to make the decision about what he's going to do. Now, another person joins the party here. John Hall wasn't done for the day. Jay Holland coming back into the party here real quick. I wish we had the mirror on for Andrew Lanning here, because John comes out of nowhere suddenly to be on top of all of us through the final bus stop. And man, look at that livery from Team Lowe's 48. Looking good on my car there. I got a bad exit here. Missed my apex a little bit. Upshifted too early. So he's definitely got the run down this straight. He's coming right after me. I try to put my car right where he doesn't want it to be. And able to successfully hold him off through that, at least. And then he's on my outside here going into the chicane. I hang it around the outside. He gives me a little bump there because he's washing pretty wide. Let's watch this again from a different camera angle, because I want to see just how close this was. He gets to my outside through Blanchemont. Goes back to the other side, which I'm thinking, great. I would prefer to be on the inside here. I probably could have been more aggressive on this, but he played it pretty well. But then he gets on that curb and runs way out wide. If anybody had any reason to complain about getting pushed off the track, it was me. But ultimately, we're finally able to come back on and take that P4. Not a bad result. Let's go look at him. All right, here's our result from this one. We're already maxed out on our safety rating from the Bathurst 12 hour. And we gained another 56 I rating, putting us up to 3631. And a good 4th place finish here in a 3.3K, almost 3.4K strength of field. Andrew Lanning struggled this week. John Hall, Jesse Coffey, and Dakota Knapp, all guys that have had better pace than me lately, finished ahead of them this week. You gotta love that. Make sure you check out the Mustang Challenge at Spa.